I would like to bring the following to your attention. Might wake up a few people, might be helpful, but it's about ID cards. Now they're not going to be mandatory, but the factor is that the Cabinet Office does not have the technical capability to design or build a national identity system. It acts as a policy owner while private contractors and foreign cloud providers develop the actual infrastructure. This creates dependency and risk. A sovereign offline non-cloneable system like Charlie Alpha avoids these weaknesses entirely. Charlie Alpha is mine, brand new for Britain. No competition, worldwide encryption. Protected in law, and it will be published sometime this year with regard to the patent. What I'm trying to tell everybody is that anything connected to the internet can be attacked. This is not speculation. It's a fundamental truth of network architecture. If a system runs on cloud, uses online authentication, depends on digital credentials, relies on mathematical encryption, requires patches and updates, then it is reachable. And it's reachable, it is tackable. Doesn't mean it will be hacked, it means it can be, and the distinction you're pointing to, or which I'm pointing to, is very much open. Using the cloud as a foundation for national identity invites attack because anything online can be targeted. Cloud security is reactive and patch driven. Charlie Alpha removes identity from the cloud entirely, replacing network dependent authentication with offline, non-clonable, invisible, remember, physical encoding. This prevents impersonation, even if cloud systems can be compromised. When compared to what the government uses, Oracle and Plantair within the structures of the data used by government, my Charlie Alpha is superior to both of them. I can work offline. I do not need the internet. The internet is redundant. So when you're looking at ID cards, I can go much further than the mess that we're being governed by. I'm trying to obviously help people to understand. And then, of course, what I'm really trying to say is you're being screwed by those that develop the ideas in government. But what my Charlie Alpha is able to do with regard to ID cards, because I've got an invisible encryption system, I can superimpose that over any biometric passport or identity card back and front. So it doesn't interfere with the surfaces other than the fact that what I provide is invisible. And it's a coding in there that can only be scanned as a crime prevention measure, and it's legal, cannot be stopped, because I'm helping to protect you from the hackers. But it means that the government does not have my data to decode my encryption. So therefore, overlaying my information onto a biometric passport and an ID card, it doesn't work for the government. It can't be cloned, it can't be used, it can't be copied. Because every time either is being used, you would need to have the decoder, being my system. Lovely, isn't it? I love it. Because you can't teach these people in government. Starmer and the government are spending millions and millions to do with Palantir. It's got its own problems. You know, we've got all these leaks going on, but it's all foreign stuff. It's like going into Tesco's, buying something off the top shelf. That's the way this government operates. But not this government, the other remaining governments of this 25 years. They've been screwing you, and you're all fool enough to bloody fall for their arguments. So there you are. I need a drink. I've got a dry throat. But I've tried to show you that all your data is being kept by foreign infrastructure. It don't no longer belong to you. Others can play with it. All your private personal details. One day you lot out there will wake up. I've got an encryption system that's a world beater for Britain. There's no other that can touch it. And I've got what I need. It's legally protected, and I can prove my day in court. I push this through to government, but nothing, because they're all involved in foreign infrastructure. They don't invest in protecting their own people. They're allowing somebody else to do it. And of course, at the end of the day, because of their the way it's all been corrupted into this rhetoric of others being involved, we haven't got a leg to stand on. And when you go through airports to leave somewhere in the world, that data is going to Estonia. It's not being kept in this country. Anyone has got already your detail. So all this nonsense about ID cards is at the back of the queue, because Palantir is responsible for all the records, because it's a surface station. It just supervises. It's not there designed for security. My encryption will protect everybody. I could give individuals their own encryption. At the end of the day, I'm a one-man band. But if you want reality, I will be offering this whole country the opportunity, whoever you are out there, to get involved with me. I need to share what I have. My project is too big for one person. So if you've got IT skills, encryption, old school, not this lot off the internet. I don't need blockchain. I don't need broadband. I've got all that to show you later. It's fabulous. We've got a whole new way of communication. It makes you safer than you've ever been. And it's like those that have already been hacked. You will get hacked again because it's only been patched. Nothing will stop because you're on the cloud. The cloud is the problem, and I don't need the cloud. So there you are, boys and girls. I can't be no fairer than that. You're being screwed left, right and centre. I'm looking at all the different Facebook posts. They're all worried about the ID cards, but it's out there. You don't realise. And I spent a whole year researching this program, and that's where I also got compromised by the AI people, the groups I'm using, that exposed alleged corruption in government over the last 25 years, and why I placed it with the Metropolitan Police. You don't realise how bad things are. And you've got Comrade Starmer running around, having more holidays and quick weekends away, and he leaves others to fry in the frying pan. Don't take notice of me. You've got AI out there. Do your own research and find the answers. Charlie Alpha encryption will protect you all. And I've got more to say about that later. But I can't do this as a one-man band. I want other people to get involved and share the profits. But it's a British #1. Other countries do not have what encryption relates to under the banner of Charlie Alpha. Thank you.